Hello, welcome to This Is For Me. As always, I'm your host, Trisha, and this is for every day I'm hustling. Okay, guys? Every day, your girl has two jobs. All right. Let's start with first of all, it's not Sunday, it's not Monday, it's Wednesday afternoon. I do usually get an early day from my job on Wednesdays, and I do laundry, I vacuum my building. It's a whole thing. Today, I'm doing the podcast because I just could not bring myself to not look completely homeless. And since these are up on YouTube, like, do I by any means ever look amazing? No, but I couldn't, guys. I had to be in PJs. I had to not wear makeup. I had to have wet hair. I was stressed and I needed to fully relax this weekend. I had a full spa day, but let me just get to why. Let me get to why I really needed a a spa day. So, I'm a property manager, and so I have no problem being like the middleman through communications. If something's wrong with your apartment, I will contact whatever repairman needs to be contacted first, contacting my landlord to let her know, hey, like something's going to need to be done. So basically, like expect a bill, etc. And or like you need to hire someone, etc. So here's the frustrating thing, guys, is that I do not get to choose who is used for these repairs. I can't choose the company, all right? And this last week, I was so frustrated with the lack of communication. So let me just tell you, there's been an ongoing hot water issue in my building. I know this might be boring for people. I'll try to like make a long story short. It's inconsistent hot water. And I didn't have this when I was in my old apartment, which is literally like 15 feet to the right. All right. And my old property manager that was in my current home used to complain about having to take cold showers, and I had no idea what she was talking about. Well, now I know. Guys, I could have reliable, not just hot water, like burning hot for like 2 weeks, and then randomly you'll go to take a shower. It will seem like it's hot and getting hotter, and then you'll get your hair wet. And my girls with thick hair know when you have that wash day, it's not just a one shampoo process. All right. I have thick, curly slash wavy type. I think it's considered type 2B or 2C hair. All right. If you know, you know. You need to really get like 3 shampoos. Well, you'll get your hair wet and then it'll start to get just warm. And then it'll start to get cold. And then it gets freezing, and never shall it become hot until, I don't know, maybe 2 hours later. And it's not just during busy times when you think, oh, well, everyone's getting ready for work or everyone's home making dinner. No, guys, 4 p.m. on a Saturday? I don't think so. 6:30 a.m. on a Saturday, because no one else works on Saturday but me in my building. Yeah. Anyway, these plumbers, they were supposed to come. I kept saying I need to know when. I need to inform people that they're going to change out these pipes. They're going to have water shut off. I knew they were coming soon, didn't know when. Well, guys, turns out one day I'm at work and I'm getting texts. I'm at my bakery job from every different tenant. Hey, do we not have water today? Is something being done with the hot water? Oh, hey, I think the plumbers are here. I have no clue. Okay. I am like a 25-minute drive away. Okay. No clue what's going on. And I feel incompetent because I like to have answers for my people. And I come home and there's no plumbing van. And I have hot water. Everything's working fine. People are texting me that they have rust colored water now. The water's turned back on. I don't know what's going on. And so I actually just had to Google the name of this company that I know that we use because I happen to remember a conversation with this man and him saying, "Oh, it's a family-owned business. I only have 2 trucks." So then I know if I Google it, I'm getting the company I'm looking for. All right, it's not like a mass um, franchise of plumbing services. And so I did find them and contacted them and told them my location. And they said, "Oh, yeah, we were there." Oh, and before I even said anything, "Oh, I see. I'm looking at your number on the caller ID. Oh, we thought your number began with 925, not 935. Oh, we had texted you." Now, guys, wouldn't you think if you were a company and you texted someone, "Hey, we're coming to do repairs, we're going to turn the water off," wouldn't you think that you would get some kind of response, even like an okay, a thumbs up, something? They got no response. And I don't know if that is a real phone number, the number that's very close to mine, but usually if you're dialing the wrong number, you get like message not received, message send failure, something. No. And this is long and complicated, but anyway, they only needed to get into the basement of my building, so they didn't need me to get them in there. It's another person that gets them in there through a business that's at the bottom of my building. Sorry for the boring detail. So anyway, that's how they went in and did these repairs without anyone knowing and my whole building being caught off guard. And I was very frustrated with this, extremely frustrated. I mean, I was on the phone with the plumbing company. They left 2 people in my building without water overnight. Overnight. One man just left. I don't know if he has a girlfriend or whatever, but he left the building. He's like, I'll be back tomorrow. And another one just said, "I guess I can deal with it." Now, good thing that these were men's apartments because no woman I know would put up with this. I certainly wouldn't. And I told my landlord that. The plumber called me in the evening and said, "Well, do I have to come back tonight?" Uh, I don't know. These people don't have water. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Sorry you had a long day and you don't feel like coming back to fix your fuck up. But are you kidding me? And this guy's a nice guy, but like, are you serious right now, dude? So he actually says to give both people his direct number, which he never does, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I say all this to say, imagine working a 9-hour shift in customer service on your feet all day while having your phone blow up and then being on the phone with people all day, all night after work in your evening. Now, I know this is the job I signed up for, but I did not sign up to work with incompetent people, to work with people that don't know how to communicate. That is not the job I signed up for. I can list apartments, I can screen people, I can do background checks, all this. That's fine. But incompetence? Oh my God. And that I'm committed. My hot water is still not even fixed. And I just said, don't even bother. I'm just going to take it as a sign from the universe when I get a cold shower that it's like repentance for a past life, or that the universe decided I needed a good cry. Because if you think I don't cry out of pain of my skinny body being cold and frustration, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. I do cry in the shower if it's fucking freezing cold. Okay, so all that being said, there is a lovely, lovely spa very close to me in Saratoga Springs that I visited several times thanks to my ex, who does have excellent taste and enjoys the finer things like all Tauruses do. Thank you very much, sir. Pause. I need a sip of purple PT. We must keep the skin glowing, so here's a beauty hack for you guys. Purple pea tea powder. Look it up. Buy it on Amazon. Good for the hair, skin, and nails. Just saying. Okay. So I booked myself a beautiful spa appointment and I got a mineral bath. Saratoga Springs. It's literally famous for their springs and the water. They sell Saratoga water all over the place, guys, even if you're not local. And this is the Roosevelt Spa. Everything was built in the 1930s. The baths are sunk 6 inches deep into the floor, and they're huge for all my long legged people out there. You get in, and there's so many minerals in the water that, like, you're actually buoyant. It's amazing. And then, if you book a massage, which I did, you you have a bathroom attendant come when your bath is done. When your time is done, they just pop a little towel on a seat next to you. And if you're self conscious, they can't even see through the water because it's like rust colored because of the minerals. But most of them don't even fully walk in the room. They just like put an arm in there and pop it in. And then you dry yourself off. You have your own private bathroom in there in case you need to do that. And then there's a button on the wall, and you just push the button, and then your massage table's in there. You get under the covers, they come to you. Oh, it's so beautiful. Now, I request a male masseuse. I have gotten many massages in my life, okay? And in my experience, females, we all need jobs, but they just don't do it for me. Now, my ex, actually two exes, they both got female masseuses, and they're much better because they're babies and they like a soft touch and they're just tender, tender boys. But for me, I have these little wiry muscle fibers from years of yoga that just they need a working. They need a working through. I got a masseuse who is the masseuse for the Olympic wrestling team. So, okay, first let's just start off that right away. You start face up and he goes, "Do you want the blanket on or off?" Guys, there's a sheet and a blanket, but immediately my head was just like, this is not one of those porno situations. You know what I mean? Like, this is not what we're doing here. But he just meant the blanket, not both, because I paused and he probably saw the look on my face, and I was like, on? And he goes, "Oh, okay, I just didn't want you to overheat. That's what I was asking." And it was like, "Oh, okay." All right. Then he tells me, guys, I'm so sorry that my head, it's like not right. He tells me, you're going to get the Olympic treatment. And do you know, I just thought of that horrible, disgusting Olympic coach for the gymnast team. And I was just like, I hope not. Now, I didn't say that, but that's where my head went. So sorry, but I had to hold that thought in, couldn't even make a joke. And it's not a joke, guys, by the way. I watched the documentary. I know it's not a joke. I'm just, again, we can't help what our brains do. All right, I can't help that. Guilty as charged. Now, the massage was amazing. Most of it felt great. Some of it felt like we were really doing work. He would ask if it was okay, the pressure. And I think I only said to back off once, but most of the time I'm just going to go for it because I know we're getting what needs to be done, okay? And things that need to happen are happening, and that's what I'm paying for. This was the most intense, deep tissue of my life, and I am 38 years old. I think I started getting professional massages when I was maybe 20. I think 20, because that was like I was dating someone and it was a gift. But I'm a grown woman now and I can buy my own massages. So cheers to that. Uh, Something new that I just want to share with everyone because I Googled it and I had a very hard time finding answers is within 2 hours of me getting home, feeling euphoric, feeling amazing. Also, by the way, bought myself sushi that night. Like, I'm talking full spa day. I had a new lounge outfit that happened to be on Oprah's favorite things. Okay. I, so I did I had my lounge outfit. I had my bath. I had my massage. I'm buying myself sushi. But within 2 hours of me getting home, I started spotting. Spotting. I've never spotted in my life. I've barely had a period in my life because hashtag anorexia, hashtag uh, exercise bulimia. I don't know if you guys know this. We can tackle that on another date. We know I love to talk about eating disorder stuff. It's when you don't throw up, but basically, the whole concept of like, I have to earn my food, which is a flawed concept, but a concept that many of us have nonetheless, whether you have a full on disorder or not. Anyway, I say all this to say she's lean and has barely gotten a period in her life. And at this point, since I'm the most recovered I've ever been, I'm getting it the most I've ever gotten it, which is about every 2 months. It can be as short as every month and 3 weeks. It can be every 2.5 months. But that's about it. It's not month to month. So the spotting, it was very bizarre. And then the next day I got the shower and I noticed I have full hives on my chest. So I Googled both these things. Apparently, you can have a histamine release, which he did tell me you might have to blow your nose, you might feel congested and like stuff's getting loosened up. So that makes sense with the hives that I didn't have congestion, but he released a bunch of histamines. Now, the spotting, there were several things. First of all, most of what I found was just other women asking the question, like when you start to Google, like spotting after massage, can massage start, period. One girl told a story that it happened to her and then it happened to a friend. Some people say that there could have been loosened an endometriotum or endometriosis. Like, even if you don't have endometriosis, like we all have this, a lot of us anyway, can have this tissue and it's outside the uterus and you can kind of like knock something loose. So there's that. There's like loosening something up if you're getting into acupressure points between the liver and spleen. And there's also certain acupressure points in the ankles and feet. So, guys, I don't know. I don't feel bad at all. I feel fine. And I know it's not a period and it's just spotting because, well, one, it's like I thought it was it was gone and then it was back and then I thought it was gone because it's literally like 2 drip drops a day. Sorry to be graphic, but you're here and half of the population are women, so get used to that. It just was so weird. But yeah, I don't feel shitty about myself, which always happens when I have my period. Just feeling like a disgusting troll. I don't. So I guess it's okay, but very strange. I'm just going to say that it's going to go away and not really look into it because I think it will. Most of the things on the internet did say to just like not be concerned. So we're going to go with that instead of like panic Google search results. Okay. Now, next topic, we're just going to change lanes here. On top of the other week when I said I'm starting to think throughout the day, like, what would my highest self do? And it's really helping me. It's helping me with anxiety because, my highest self would not be anxious. My highest self would not be bothered, okay? My highest self is busy. My highest self is at peace. My highest self is confident, all these things. Another thing I thought of when working in customer service is what if, and the question of what if, to finish that, is what if I made someone's day? Instead of being annoyed, which can happen, you can put a little pause though in your brain before you're annoyed and say, what if I made someone's day? Like, what if I was just patient with them? What if I acted with kindness? What if, I mean, I always go by this. What if you give someone a compliment, you could really make their day. And if you're honestly thinking something that could be a compliment, even if it seems like a weird compliment, just say it because what if that person really needs like one reason to smile that day, you know? So anyway, that's just food for thought, guys, of what if I made someone's day? What if, holding the door for someone, asking someone, I don't know, like, do you want an extra bag? Just anything, anything. All right. Again, changing gears. Guys, I am reading The Feminine Mystique by Betty Friedan. It's been around forever. I've heard of it for years. And I don't know why, but I just, something, I don't know if I saw it on a TikTok or someone referenced it. And I was like, that's it. I got to read it. I got to read it. And, I'm fully in my like white girl in her 30s witchy era. Like, I have my crystals. I tangentially know about some parts of astrology and what's going on with the moon. And I've been into simmer pots lately, which, by the way, it's just potpourri, honestly, but like there's always some kind of witchy symbolism. And if you have an intention while you're stirring a pot that smells great, why not? Why not? I love it. I'm in my simmer pot era. Also, it's cheaper than candles. Also, it's like a scented humidifier that you can move from room to room. I even simmer pot steamed in both my closets, and now they smell like rose, lavender, lemon, and cinnamon. Are you fucking kidding me, guys? What? It's amazing. Okay. Anyway, this is going to be a reoccurring segment on this podcast is random quotes from the feminine mystique that really stuck out to me. I've started just taking notes on my phone of like which page has the quotes on it. And I'm recording this on my phone, so I can't fully reference everything, but I'll just start with one, all right, to close us out for the day, because I do have to pick up my laundry. It is a Wednesday afternoon. I told you what I do. So this is, if anyone needs to know, it's page 88 of The Feminine Mystique. Okay, great quote. To make one half the human race consume its energies in the functions of housekeeper, wife, and mother is a monstrous waste of the most precious material God ever made. Fucking mic drop, guys. That's all I gotta say. Simmer on that. I hope you guys have a great week. I will be recording another one this weekend. I'm not gonna really make this Wednesday thing regular, but here and there, I might need a full 48 hours to recharge. And I know this is for me, but also sometimes I can't bring myself to do it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. Love you. Have a great week. Thank you very much. Follow me on Instagram at Trisha Kemi. Follow me on TikTok at Trisha Kemi. Even though I don't really post that much on TikTok, I need to do it more. So yeah, follow me.